Hello there, everyone. I hope everything's working out right now. We are live. Let me just switch over to comments real quick. Okay, Moz, I know you're here. God,
Waiting for the
can you hear me,
video on
Moz?
YouTube. There it goes.
Everything. I guess everything's working for today. But yeah. Hello there, everyone. I know we're only just three of us today. I'm looking to see if we get Dom in here. I would like some Captain America lore. If he could pop in and tell us some stories of Captain America, like he always does. But today we've got our boys in. Rocky, what's up, man?
What's good? What's good?
And also we have Moz. He's new to our stream today. He's actually our bit of our special guest today.
Howdy, guys.
Hello.
This is Moz.
What up? What up?
How you doing?
I do. I am. Hey, I am liking the fact that you're able to create your own little satchel for your Mando.
Oh, dude, yeah. My Mando's got his own little satchel. I made this so I could do a picture with him. It's not the best satchel, but it's my satchel. So,
you said that you said that you made that yourself, correct?
My wife and I made it. I did the initial sewing, and then she put the liner in because I don't know how to sew. And then I glued the strap on because she went to bed.
I got you.
It looks good, man. Looks good.
That's really good, especially talking with the costume guys here. They love making their own stuff. They can't wait for Hottoys. Hot Toys. We got to make our own stuff. We can't wait for you.
The thigh plate is my printed thigh plate that I made, and then his spear, it doesn't go with that look, so he's not rocking the spear right now.
Okay. All right. Let's get Rocky in. I see him right now. All right. Let me get everybody in. There you go. Oh, wait. Hey, there you go. Don, what's up?
Don, what's up?
What's going on?
Good.
How's your day, man? I know you spent the whole day out, man. I was trying to reach you.
Yeah, well, with the drive and then the wait and it was a long day.
I got you, man. But yeah, guys.
And then,
continue. My bad, continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I mean, part of the issue is the ticketing system that the MDBR uses, the military does. It went down for an hour, so couldn't even buy any tickets. So that's that was half the reason it was so long.
Wow. But yeah, guys, I guess I was going to just talk about a few things, starting with we gotta throw F's in the chats today for our boy, the Heavy Mandalorian, Heavy Mando,
Rest in
Infantry
peace.
Mando. FF in the chats. He's got. He's weightless full. 281. My boy. My boy. Oh God. Oh man. I'm in part of making this one sold out because I posted it everywhere that it was selling out. So I was like, I didn't mean to.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to.
I didn't actually pre-order him until he actually went live in China. And I was like, you know what? Now I'll put some money down on that and get that thing. So it's a nice piece.
That was a day one pre-order for me. Yeah, like
day one.
Different. It's it's different colors. Yeah, and I figured since it was Jon Favreau's character, I'm like, he's gonna make other appearances in the show. I guarantee it at some point.
No, I agree with that. My problem, my hesitancy is just sometimes these pieces don't actually happen, and I figured this might be one that would kind of end up that way. So I didn't want my money locked up in a piece that may or may not happen.
Well, yeah.
Has that happened recently where you put your money in a figure, especially with Hottoys, where they just cancel the pre-order or right? Like, yeah, this is not happening. Has that ever happened before?
I believe it has, but
that's never happened to me. But I've only been in the game since 2016.
Okay. Because I've heard that happen for other companies, but as far as Hot Toys is concerned, the only one I've heard that actually people were scared of, honestly, was the Hulkbuster. But the Hulkbuster was not going to happen because it was just a wait time of 2 years, and then Gamora was the one that was right next to that really pushed on the whole like longevity of like, hey, when is this coming out? The delay is forever.
Yeah. Some of these wait times are getting ridiculous with Hot Toys. Like I get it, but like I feel like they should be pumping out so many pre-orders. You know, I have like 40, 50 items on pre-order, and yet, you know, it's like the wait times are ridiculous. Like maybe just focus on shortening the wait times and then putting a pre-order like 5 or 6 tops. Work on those. Do another 5 or 6, maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Well, it almost seems like they need the capital at this point because you don't know what the pandemic's done to their revenue stream, with their how much their resources have gone up in cost. So I mean, they might just be dropping whatever they can at this point and just looking for initial pre-order money to invest and then get other projects going.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, because Marvel at this point is tanking in Hong Kong.
What's tanking?
Marvel. Well, I mean, you never know now with Scarlet Witch and Vision going up, but I mean, you can get a lot of Marvel stuff that just came out, including like the Mark 85 Spider-Man black suit, well below retail.
Yeah, like $200 for a deluxe version of the Spider-Man black suit.
I got it from Toys Wonderland for like $185 shipped.
Jesus,
dude. Well, yeah, with the deluxe.
I'm about to cancel. I'm about to cancel my black suits deluxe from Sideshow just to go to Toys Wonderland.
When you say black suit, you talking about the Night Monkey?
The Night Monkey, yes.
I canceled
the Marvel ones that much.
I just didn't need it.
No, but you know what's crazy? The fact that if we don't get another heavy infantry Mando, this guy's gonna go. It's gonna go crazy for the price. And it's all
guaranteed.
Yeah, he's freaking John Favreau. So people are gonna start trying to find third-party vendors to see if they can find a John Favreau head sculpt just to put him on the heavy infantry Mando.
I mean, I've been looking for one. The closest thing I could think of was the third party, the Bodyguard, where they put him on the Fat Man body.
Yeah.
And even those are all sold out, and they've been sold out for a long time.
I'm hoping, being in Atlanta, maybe we'll see John Favreau, like we'll arrange a get together, like a meet, and have him sign my box for mine, because that'd be pretty awesome.
Sign your box? Yeah, I know some people
here or something.
Yeah, I know some people. They've had. There was a guy that bought a Darkseid Anakin a while back, and they had Anakin or Hayden Christensen sign the base, the lava base, and the box. Yeah. And I was like, and that was going for like $800 at the time, and that was when the hype for Anakin was high too. And I was like, okay, if you guys want to spend that $800. Spend it on that autograph, okay? That autograph Anakin, because right now this Anakin is going way too much money for no damn reason, okay? So you guys need to chill.
I got my Classic Predator signed.
The Classic Predator?
Yeah.
Which Classic Predator you got? Is that the one from
the one I converted to a Jungle Hunter? The classic one from Predators. Derek Meir plays.
Oh yeah, the movie Predators, not the it's Predators 3, I think.
No, Kevin Peter Hall's dead, so I can't get the OG Jungle Hunter to sign it.
That sucks.
Yeah,
dudes. But yeah, man, if you guys didn't pick up the Heavy Mando, I recommend like trying to hunt this down before the prices go. But they probably already jacked up already. Because these guys were already jacked up in price in the market already. So, God, it's gonna be a tough one. And then we got the Death Watch members, right? The Death Watch members. I bet those are gonna go high in money too.
The Death Watch Trooper
to pair with Bo-Katan, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you could create your own Death Watch gang, right? With Bo-Katan and the Heavy Mando, because they got the same colors pretty much of Death Watch.
She was Death Watch originally, right, in Clone Wars?
She was.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was second command only to Pre Vizsla of the entire Death Watch.
Yeah. So it would make sense. I ordered the Death Watch one. I already paid for that one. Well, the deposit.
So. Yeah. After her sister's death, Bo-Katan went crazy at that point. Like, nah, this is some BS. We're not gonna lose our Mandalore to a freaking Sith Lord. Well, you not only lost Mandalore, but you lost Mandalore to the Empire, and that's why Boba Fett is like, bruh, why are you going back to Mandalore? It's a cursed planet. Chill with that. We keep losing it to people all the time. Okay, we're not what we used to be.
Why are you going back to Mandalore? It's a cursed
I heard
planet.
myself.
Chill with that.
I'm hearing myself.
Yeah, I heard you too twice.
Yes. So how do you guys feel about Bo-Katan anyway?
Okay,
Who keeps doing that? Cut that off.
Planet. Chill with that. I hear myself.
Yeah, I heard you too twice.
I'm about to move myself again. I'm like, what is?
So how do you guys feel about Bo-Katan anyway? Okay, keep doing that. Planet. Chill with that. I hear myself.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm about to move myself again.
Somebody's
I'm
got
like,
the
what?
sound on.
So how do you guys feel about Bo-Katan anyway? Okay, keep doing that.
Okay, are we done? Are we done with the noise?
What the heck
What
was that?
happened?
Where is it coming from?
I was
Yeah,
trying to figure that out too, because I don't think it's coming from me because I kept muting myself. It's not happening to me.
Weird.
That was intense.
It was intense because it was my freaking voice. I'm like, cut out with that. All right, I think we're safe now. Okay, so Bo-Katan. How do you guys feel about Bo-Katan? Because there's so much controversy with this figure.
Oh, I've heard people talking saying like that it's like a trans. It looks like a like a man woman. I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, but what's her name? Katie. What's her
Katie
name?
Sackhoff.
Yeah, that's her face. She's got kind of has a longer face. I don't think anything to worry about. I think it's just fine.
She has a masculine chin. She always had that. I don't know why people are going bananas about it. Like it should have been more feminine and just like. Have you seen the actress? Have you actually seen her work before?
Well, she's got.
Yeah,
Well, a lot of
I
it
mean,
I guess too.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Moz.
No, Don, go ahead. Go ahead, Don.
Okay, Don, go.
Well, I think a lot of it is people are used to her in Battlestar Galactica, and so in addition to her being older now, her hair color is different because a lot of people are used to her being like a 23 to 28-year-old blonde girl. Now she's coming in, she's a little older, and her hair, the hairstyle and the way it's done is bringing out the facial features, whereas everything else, her hair is the way it's designed, it kind of hides that. It's the same face. It's just she's older now, and especially the headpiece, it brings out her facial features more because the hair isn't covering them.
I'm gonna be putting the helmet on mine anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I rarely ever display the heads. I always put the helmet on. But
Now, is that gonna be a helmet on the head? You think, or do you think it's a separate head sculpt that goes on a tape?
separate head sculpt for sure.
I'm probably gonna switch around with the helmet and the head sculpt because I actually prefer. I actually really like the head sculpt. Like I don't know why people are just going bananas over it. And then it's a prototype, you know?
Yes,
it's a freaking prototype. So there's time to work on it. Now there's people out there that are saying that, okay, no, we have to put in the work to tell Hottoys how we feel. Because if we do not tell Hottoys how we feel, then they're not gonna understand what's the hate. Why are we disappointed with this figure? And I'm here like, but you're literally attacking Hottoys about a prototype.
Well, you saw them get away with the Mark 85. They went back and redid that head sculpt. Maybe releasing an older one, but they're placating the user base that complained.
Well, did they just give you the Mark 50 head instead?
Yeah,
Not
I
yet.
think that's what they were doing. Yeah.
They're looking to do a new one. That's what I've been hearing.
Oh, okay.
They're looking to do a new head sculpt for the Mark 85.
I mean, really, honestly, I think Moff Gideon head sculpt is more off than than Bo-Katan's.
Yeah, his head sculpt's why I haven't pre-ordered him yet, although I'm probably going to.
Yeah, Moff
And
Gideon.
that-
I think the lighting. The lighting is off on Moff Gideon. I think that's the issue. What you're saying, Rocky?
But that's, I mean, you have to nail that head sculpt because you have no other way to display that, you know. Whereas if you don't like this head sculpt, you can put on, like an Iron Man, you can put on the helmet and call it a day, you know. But with Moff Gideon, you kind of have to, you know.
I can display him without a head sculpt, man. I just put him back in the box, take the Darksaber out, and give that to Bo-Katan or Mantar or.
Oh, there you go. Just have him laying on the ground. I like it.
He's out.
That's what I'll do. That's what I'm gonna do with my Django.
Hey, are you guys excited that we might be getting a Rogue One reissues for Stormtroopers because of these pictures?
I got one Remnant Trooper. That's all I really need, to be honest with you. I'm not army building like you are, so.
Hey, man, respect the army building, okay? I need my army builds, bro. Nah, I need to chill out though. If they come out with a deluxe edition set for 2 Rogue One Stormtroopers, Mandalorian troopers with the E-Web cannon, I'll be fine with that. I'd be freaking all over that.
Yeah, I might get one if I had another gun, like one of the rifles or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but what-
love this. What you're saying, Don?
Oh, sorry.
What you're saying, Don?
I said, but besides the E-Web, what have the stormtroopers used besides everything you've already seen, though? Like the Death Troopers are using their specialized rifle, and then you have the pistols and, you know, the normal blasters. The only difference is they're the Rogue One versions that have tactical lights on them. I mean, you've seen no real big special new weapons.
Well, the Jeddah Patrol Trooper had a rifle, so that's kind of what I want to get. I at least find a rifle on the secondary market just to have.
Yeah, but that's the same rifle though that the Sam Trooper has.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah.
What's the other one? What's the other one they had? They have the repeater, the small arms repeater.
Mm-hmm.
See, I forgot the name of it. It's a repeater. And I used it so many times in Battlefront. They have that. They have that set up with the Remnant Trooper a lot.
Oh, but isn't that like a heavy though? Isn't that like that's considered a heavy infantry?
It's a heavy repeater.
I think so.
I thought it was like a small arms repeater.
No, yeah, it's heavy because it's supposed to be like a rapid action. When Mando was trying to breach the cockpit and he was hitting with all that fire, those are supposed the heavy blasters of like what the shore troopers carry. They carry the light version.
It has like the shield with it too, I believe.
Possibly.
Like the little protected
With the
shield.
personal. Yeah.
So
All I hope is that they don't give her a fat suit. Don't give her a fat. Hot Toys is so obsessed with giving Hot Toys fat suits. I don't get it.
Wait! You think they're gonna give her a fat suit? You think
she's buff. I mean, Katie, Sakic or whatever is she's pretty ripped. Like if you see her in the other show she does on Netflix, the Lost in Space or Lost Planet, or there you go, whatever it is. I mean, she's pretty ripped. I mean, she's a thick gal. Like she hits the gym. So I feel like they might just kind of pat her to give her that.
Check her out from Riddick. You could, if you saw her from Riddick and then after watching her in Mando, she looks like a Mandalorian the way she's set up in Riddick, aside from her hairstyle.
What's crazy, I can't remember her in Riddick. I can't remember her.
She played Doll.
She was one of the bounty hunters.
There
was 2 teams of bounty hunters. There was basically one set that was like legit badged, government sanctioned, and the others were like mercenary bounty hunters. And she was a bounty hunter cop.
Is this like the newest movie that they did, or like the one where he goes back to the planet?
The one where where he gets dropped off, where he doesn't want to be their leader. They're half dead. And then Carl Urban tries to.
Is that called the Chronicles or whatever? Is that what that is?
No, it was the one after Chronicles.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one.
It's one of the better ones.
Now-
I mean, I like Pitch
I'm
Black.
gonna have to watch.
So, how do you guys feel about this whole railing setup? They just wanted to add to the base.
I hope you can take it off, to be honest with you.
I hope the pipes are hollow because it'd be really easy to throw some
get it.
LEDs.
The real question
Throw
is,
some LEDs. That'd be fun.
Yeah, like the Vader setup with the Vader Bespin setup, where it's got those flashing lights.
But where's
kinda
that
mimic-
supposed to be?
Wait, what are you talking about?
I mean, but where is this supposed to be in the show? It's not in the show.
Episode 4.
Where is this? Where it's like, it's what?
On the
it's
cruiser,
supposed to be on the cruiser. Yeah, they rate it.
Yeah, that's where she throws the stormtrooper over the railing when it's taking off, and it's trying to get past the gate so it can take off.
Yeah, it's right before
Okay.
her entering the hallway in the ship. It's right before that, right out the door, right into the ship. But yeah, there's also a lot of complaints about this figure, about the base. Like I don't mind the regular, Star Wars bases, that we've been used to so far. I don't mind that. The only time I do
are you talking about the footprints? The footprints ones are terrible.
Yeah, those are bad. I'll give it that. I'll give you that. Those are really bad. But usually, my only problem with these bases is when, let's say, we get a figure like Moff Gideon. That figure needed a diorama base. Come on, the whole scene where he's coming out of the damn TIE fighter and is standing over the freaking dome. That needed a freaking base. That needed a base.
The base almost looks like it might be a remold / reuse of the Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi, because if you see in the back, it almost looks like it's an attachment piece.
It is an attachment piece. Look at that. Look at that seam.
Exactly. Yeah, so it looks like it has the same dimensions where you put the stuff from the Death Star on the Return of the Jedi base. So it might be that it's just got a different topper on it.
So I have a poll question for you guys. For my custom Sabine, should I try to make the costume more like Bo-Katan's costume, or more like the animated and try more skin type?
I would say the animated.
That's the thing, though. Do you want to honor the animated, or you want to make a live action version of the character?
I trying to do the skin type outfit that she got is actually very trying, because for one, she's got slack by the boots of her pants in the cartoon. So are those pants skin tight, or is that just the way they animated it? So you gotta wonder those things when you're making it. Plus, the doll has some breast issues as it is. So anything skin tight is a pain in the butt to work with.
It's really when you're trying to make an animated character into something that's even partially lifelike, it's difficult. Like my Rex that you can see. Obviously, some parts are easy. Like obviously, like his armor, but then other things like the pants, you really can't find pants that are exactly that color gray, but then have white knee pads on them. So you gotta basically find pants, color them, paint the knee pads, and then the hardest issue, especially with the face, if you're gonna do one in the head for Sabine, you gotta mix. Is it animated or is it lifelike? Especially when the head is designed in the animated format, not the real life Tamara Morrison format. So you got to take a little bit of license with it.
I think going with more of the Bo-Katan look will be better. The way Bo-Katan designed, I think that'd be a lot better for you for her.
Doing a more armored look with the outfit with some padding and stuff.
Yeah, I think going with that route would be a lot better. That's how I feel anyway. Rocky, how you feel?
It out there.
I feel like I don't know. I like the animated version a lot. It just kind of depends on what. But I mean, are you gonna do the head sculpt too, or are you just gonna have her wearing a helmet?
I'm just gonna do the helmet. I got the helmet right here. One of them's not painted yet, but it's printed. And
oh, that's sick.
I remember you saying that it looked like Bo-Katan a bit more, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, this is what I got right now. This is actually a failed one. This one was too small. My wife tried to help me out and make the top for her to wear. Accidentally broke the other one, so I have to reprint it.
I can't wait to see the finished designs for the Boba Fett throne, bro.
Dude, well, right now I gotta wait for my printer to get fixed. It died on me.
Really? You didn't tell me that. Damn. That broke my heart now.
It died on
Break
me.
my heart.
I realized it when I was trying to print the throne. The LCD panel decided it doesn't want to project the pattern anymore. So EndGame sent me a new panel.
Yeah, didn't you just bought that a month ago or so, didn't you?
Yeah. So I'm not too pleased.
How much you spend on it?
$750 shipped.
$750 for the that should have helped you out a lot more than just break it down on you like that. Shoot.
Well, I don't know if it was entirely a user error though, because given up in this day and age, I never turn off my computer. So like that machine, when I wasn't even using it, I left it on. So that could be a problem, even though the LCD panel was not lit up when I leave it on. But I don't know, just weird.
Got you. All right, guys, let's talk about the Scarlet freaking Witch, baby. Oh my God, Wanda freaking Vision, baby. How do you guys feel about this, man? Shoot.
I love it. Looks great.
For tiers too.
I think I want two head sculpts. One with the crown and one without it. I think that'd be nice.
I think you can. I think for what they're saying, the crown is actually magnetic, so that crown might come off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because she wears it, or she doesn't. Really, she wears it for a little bit, but then it's also nice to have it without it. I like this. See, I like the sculpted hair too. I'd rather have that than the rooted hair, but that's me.
Well, coming from the photography perspective, I hate sculpted hair just because it reflects light a lot differently than rooted hair. But yeah, it looks better.
That is true. The light will start reflecting like that. Shoot. Now, there's a lot of controversy with this figure, with the luminous eyes. Because people are like, I wish we got the head sculpt with the, light up feature, not the luminous eye feature like the Thor.
So how do you get this to work? Like, how do you turn when you see a luminous, like you put like a black light on them or what? How does
Pretty much, I think it's a black light, or you put kind of like a light sensor into the eyes, like you stream a light into it, and they start lighting up.
Yeah, UV light.
UV light. There you
go. Okay. I mean, it seems like it's kind of a pain in the butt if you want that look, and then you're sitting there putting a flashlight on it, and then how long does it last for?
About 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a UV light system.
Yeah.
It almost looks like her eyes are almost like double pupiled. It almost looks like they have it like an extra lens in there for the effect.
I'd say that's money that Hottoys didn't need to spend, and they could have either given us something different or make the price point just a little bit cheaper. Because so the $275, man, these things are starting to get up there a little bit, like just retail.
Well, here's the thing, though. It's a little higher over there too, because I think a Wanda over there is at $215.
Mm-hmm.
Wanda is $215 over there, USD over there in Hong Kong, and Vision is like $195. So, but then that's a $60 markup over here when it gets over here. It's always that $60 markup.
Yeah, I saw Big Bad. Big Bad had theirs at $287. And I was like, how is Big Bad like $12 more than Sideshow?
Oh, they started to do that a lot more now because they try.
It's also possible.
I'll say that again, Don.
I was going to say it's also possible Big Bad Toy Store might have made a new arrangement or done through Hot Toys, even though Sideshow's the official distributor. They couldn't, like you're saying, make a special deals to get stuff early, or like you said, because of the, if they're getting early, they're getting more for freight. Therefore, you got to pay more.
Yeah, I don't know how
Because what like when Sideshow gets a batch, that batch doesn't necessarily mean it's for their customer. Their specific customers. That batch might be all going out to specific retailers.
I think those batches do go to retailers because I know because I work over at Stuck in Time on the weekends, and when they got the OG Mando in, which is where I bought mine from, they got it in like 3 weeks before all the Sideshow people that pre-ordered or whatever, started posting they got it. So, and they got theirs from Sideshow. So, I think they're coming from Sideshow earlier.
Yeah, I got my Cody from Toy Dojo out of Austin, Texas. I had it, a month before, the most of the Sideshow orders. The initial first batch came in, and I got mine like 2 weeks after that, but everyone else was waiting another, 3 to 4 weeks for the second batch to come in.
I'm doing a lot of pre-orders through Stuck in Time right now. I'm just having them order them.
Dude, here's another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. As far as like the figure is concerned, I know this is leather all around right here, okay? This picture got leather for days, all right? This freaking figure got leather for days. But as far as like the body is concerned, is that seamless or is also
She's got seams at the shoulders.
Seams at the shoulders, okay.
Yeah. You can find the right pictures, you'll see it.
Let me see. Trying to find.
Probably not Sideshow official ones. I know in Justin's
there you
video.
Go.
Yeah.
There you go. We got him. Okay, so there is a way to hide those seams. Hide it by using that case she got.
Or the clone stamp tool in Photoshop. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. For two. Let's see. What is it? What was it? $275. Yeah, $275 for her. The only thing it's not too bad. I think $250 should have been a lot better. I think $250 for this. Here's the thing, though. This should have been $250, and then Vision, we're gonna hit up in a minute, should have been $230.
I mean, he got swollen.
He got swole. He got shredded.
Yeah, I think he took Ben Stiller's pump from Dodgeball.
Yeah. I think this is what Wanda always wanted out of Vision, so she just made him that way.
Get out of here!
Yeah.
I hate you.
And if you see the bulge too, he's got like some intense packing. Like it's like this guy's. So she really was wanting it that way,
Y'all need to chill, man. Chill with my boy Vision. My boy Vision. He's more shredded than a freaking Julius salad, man.
It's like almost as bad as like the evil Superman bulge or the Robin, that's coming out. Jesus.
Hey, let's get full screen for this. Everybody, look at that. Let's look at it. Look at it. Look at that.
I think other than that, though, he looks great. My only other stipulation with him is just that red is a very saturated
pinkish
red.
Yeah, it's like a pinkish red kind of maroon. I don't know. It doesn't have the same vibe.
Yeah.
What was that intention?
What? Say that again, Don.
Well, if you notice, like there are slight differences between the OG and him. So is that intentional? Because this is basically Wanda's vision of Vision. She created him, so whatever reason he's that color, it's because Wanda made him that color, or that's what she projected.
That could be possible, but I kind of prefer the other figure color as a figure anyway.
Oh yeah, as a figure. No, that's totally fine. I'm just trying to think for any potential why the coloring is a little different, even though it's supposed to be 99% the same character.
Vision looks like an oversaturated lollipop. Is that supposed to be a lollipop?
But that package, though.
Yeah,
that package though. The package, though. Come on.
That's got to come in a separate box when they ship it.
Get out of here.
In the meantime, Paul Bettany's just like in the corners going, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah. You know how Daddy works.
He's not
Daddy. Daddy chill. But I'm fine with this vision. All right. I
sure
might
you
be a
are.
little biased. Oh, of course I am. Of course I am. Let's go back to why. Of course I am. Right there. Okay. But seriously though, I'm a bit biased because I don't have a vision, and I've been waiting for Hot Toys to release a new vision. And WandaVision, I'm like, it was going to happen. It was going to happen either way. So I don't mind waiting. And there was plenty of opportunities for me to pick up the original Vision when it was at below retail, like 150, 200. I was seeing that prices everywhere because no one liked that Vision, right?
I liked it.
But you liked it? Okay, that's cool. I liked it, but then I sort of didn't like it because it was the fabric. Like the fabric was extra on certain points of the figure, and that just bothered me. I didn't like the fabric that was like extra fabric that was popping off. Here, you barely get any. It's really skin tight, and I don't mind that. I actually don't mind that on this
material though. That's what kind of worries me is that the Spider-Man material that they're going to use, and then you know, if you try to have some cool poses, it's going to have like damage to the suit. I bet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
waiting for the white one. I think the Anti-Vision. That's the one.
Yeah.
The Anti-Vision. Oh, that one's gonna be freaking fire, man.
Spoilers, by the way, for any of you who haven't watched it.
I know, dude. Anti-Vision. That's gonna be a Toy Fair exclusive all day, day. Dude, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be a day one for me. Actually, these were day one, but that's gonna be a definite day one for me. And the Anti-Vision.
Well, didn't Toy Fair get canceled again?
Well, I think it's going to be online Toy Fair. Isn't it going to be online Toy Fair?
All digital.
Okay.
Yeah, because with the COVID thing. I think they're coming back next year, not this year.
Now, I'll say this much, though. I am disappointed with this Vision. Not because of the suit. Not because of the package. Not because of the head sculpt. Because Hot Toys wanted to give us this tease and not add it to the damn accessory.
What's up with that? You don't get the chair? You have to print up a chair if my printer's working?
Really?
Well, he needs a microphone if he's coming with the chair too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. For the shore troopers, I'm printing up the tray and cup.
You better print out a tray for me too, man. Don't forget me.
Lunch trooper.
Yeah, the lunch trooper. Exactly.
I need my lunch trooper, okay?
That's if the printer gets working again, though.
This made me so mad, Hot Toys. I'm like I would have been okay without the chair if you never showed us with the damn chair. You know what I mean? I would have not been mad about it. But then you show us a chair. I'm like, I'm telling you guys, if Hot Toys does pop up with the chair a year later with the accessory, kind of like what they did the surprise for us for IG-11, where they gave us the die-cast metal legs parts and the thermal detonator option on the chest piece. If they do that for us for IG-11 and they do it for Vision and surprise us with the chair, this figure is going to be the next Greer, I tell you, because of the damn chair.
Only if it comes with the taco truck, though. He's coming with the taco truck too.
A 1/6 scale taco truck?
Yeah, at $250 for the whole thing.
For a $250, get out of here! Get out of here! Oh God. I honestly enjoyed WandaVision. I thought it was a cool show. A lot of people are talking trash about it because of the finale, calling it the Last Jedi of finales.
Well, first, Paul Bettany admitted he was trolling everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then, secondly, I think it was you that put it up early. Strange was supposed to appear, but due to the pandemic, he couldn't film.
Yeah, he couldn't film. They couldn't bring him in. Also, the rabbit was supposed to turn into a demon / monster for the final fight, because they're showing the rabbit all over the place and never mounted up to anything. It was supposed to turn into a demon monster towards the end for the end fight.
Too?
Yeah, the pandemic ruined the CGI for that too. The pandemic's ruining everything, bro.
This is true.
Yeah, the pandemic ruined my QC for my Mark 47 like 5 times. That QC was garbage, bro. God.
You know what the funny thing is though? Since I'm going to Universal next month, like I've gone there enough to know, 99.99 times I would never even think of, buying anything aside from, like a 6-inch figure. Because their prices on Hot Toys and anything collectible are insane. But given, the recent economic stuff, I want to see what their prices are like now. Because given in a pandemic, if they weren't selling, when the economy was good at what their prices are, I want to, they certainly wouldn't be selling now. So I want to see if they actually dropped their prices. Because the last time I was there, they actually had like a Quicksilver, like new in box, but nobody was grabbing it because of its price from Age of Ultron.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're telling me there still might be an Age of Ultron Quicksilver over at Universal when you go over there? Just chilling?
Well, I mean, if I remember right, I think they wanted like $550, $600 for it.
Jeez.
What?
But this was last year, like last February, right before the pandemic started.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
the 1/10 Iron Studios, the diorama statue setups they had for the Infinity War. They wanted $1,000 for the Hulkbuster, the one that went for like I think $189 or $200. They wanted $1,000 for it in Orlando.
Bespin fatigue is like 1/6 figure, but 1-in-1 in the crotch.
He's rocking it, man. Wanda is satisfied.
Wanda knew why he brought it back.
I mean, think about it. That package was so high, like he just looked at her and got her pregnant.
No, not even. Like, bitches didn't even know. I'm like, wait, what? We got kids? How?
I mean, he could have been in the room and doesn't even known about it.
Poor Vision. Hey, Brody's asking, what are you smoking, Moz?
No, I think he's talking about the universal pricing. What are they
the
smoking
universal
over there?
You sure not what you smoking over there? I see what you smoking, man.
Yeah, that explains twins.
That explains the twins.
So who's got IG-11 coming in? Who's ordered him?
I did. I honestly think the same thing that happened with heavy infantry is potentially going to happen with IG.
Yeah, don't sleep on that one,
dude. Adam right now, he used up all his points and all his coupons. He hasn't been buying from Sideshow for like months, and now the only place to get IG-11 is at Sideshow.com, right, for a decent price, and he's waiting till it hits in stock so he use a coupon on it.
That's risky business.
I remember I had that same exact conversation with you, and I'm like, because both the Mando and heavy infantry came in on the same day, so I both have the points on both of those are hitting the same day, and I have two $25 coupons coming, and I'm like, oh, do I wait until April 4th and use them for IG-88, or do I basically just order it now and I'll use all the points and a coupon on Bo, and then I'll use the other coupon on the Death Watch? And I just ordered it, without coupon because I don't want to risk it.
Dude, you can't even use a coupon. For some reason, like Sideshow allows you to use coupons on other pre-orders, but IG-11, they don't want you to use a coupon. I've tried it so many times. They don't want to let you use a coupon for IG-11.
Yeah, they're getting stingy.
It could be a testament to how low the numbers they got for that thing. I've heard rumors that it's like just as low as the heavy Mondo.
Yeah, no one pre-ordered heavy, and nobody pre-ordered IG-11. It's just crazy it's just crazy how that occurred. I'm like, I don't know why people weren't interested in these two figures. Yeah. Maybe because they're one-offs. Because they were one-offs. I think
my only complaint with the IG-11 is when I watch reviews is that bandolier just looks cheap. That's it.
It does look cheap though. Even the freaking thumbnails with the IG-11 looks cheap with that freaking bandolier. I won't use the bandolier then. because it looks that cheap.
See, I was kind of thinking that this would be a hot one because I figured if people say they don't maybe want the IG-11, but they want to kind of make it look like an IG-88 for their bounty hunter lineup, they could just take off the bandolier and just kind of put it, if they don't have a, because the Sideshow one's like stupid expensive for the IG-88. So you kind of get a little taste.
Well, is that bandolier, is that pleather?
Yeah, it's
I think they will.
It's some type of pleather.
Yeah. So it's gonna have. I'm gonna put my acrylic satin finish on that then.
And it doesn't fit natural on the figure either. It just looks wonky, dude.
Yeah, it needs some weight at the bottom to hold it tighter on.
Yeah, the funny thing is the bandolier looks a lot better on the prototype / production photos. But when you watch the reviews or watch even the thumbnails of the videos, I'm like, yeah, that doesn't look right. That there's something wrong with that bandolier. Maybe it needed more weathering. Is that the issue? I don't know what happened.
I don't know if it's just like the pieces, like the straps look super thick. Like I don't know if it just looks too big. It doesn't fall natural. I don't know what it is. It kind of like pushes off the ends. I'm not a fan for sure.
Yeah, and Brody kind of inadvertently made a comment that actually helps you with justifying the purchases. That if you recreate your little scenes from the end of the show, he's got the kid now. He doesn't have the bandoliers on anymore, so you can just take them off.
Yeah, how many people are going to be buying the speeder bike just to put IG-11 on that?
I'm going the second one though.
You know what? I'll be honest. I had the Hasbro 12-inch speeder bike. I got rid of it when I was cleaning out stuff because it was, it's old or whatever. So I gave it to one of the kids, a woman I work with. Now I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. That would have looked badass.
Well, now you got to get another speeder bike then.
But yeah, I've got all this on pre-order now. It's crazy. Considering, I mean, Nate would tell you last year, I wouldn't have given you 2 cents for any Star Wars stuff. Whatever.
Dude, no, yeah, man. I kept telling you, like, hey, man, hop on. You know you want to.
Hey, I hopped on at the right time, man. I hopped on at the right time, though. I got Mandalorian.
What's crazy is that because you hopped up in the right time, I hopped up in the right time because I entered collecting Star Wars figures right when the old Star Wars merch for Hottoys and Sideshow were selling out. Palpatine was selling out. Anakin was selling out. The moment I came in, months before, they were starting to one by one getting hit. And I was like, okay, order.
I just wasn't a huge fan of the head sculpts for like Luke Skywalker, and people were gonna hate me, but Qui-Gon. A lot of the Jedis, I didn't like the head sculpts that much, so I wasn't too worried that I missed those until the finale of Mandalorian, when I was like, damn, I wish I had a Skywalker now. But, yeah.
Hey, did anybody in here listen to the shareholders meeting with Disney?
Yeah.
They were actually asking Chapek if Kathleen Kennedy is going to get fired. And he's like, thanks for the question. And he's like, yeah. He's like, no, she's going to stick around for a couple more years. Like, why? Like, put her someplace else. She doesn't know.
We need to do a fire Kathleen Kennedy is what we need to do. I mean, the Gina.
Well, did you hear the latest rumor that supposedly was given to Doomcock? Well, all right. So this guy on YouTube, Doomcock, he's one of those people that knows insiders from both like Disney and Lucasfilm, and a lot of what he's been told by sources has come 100% true. Now, supposedly, one of the rumors is that when Kennedy took over Star Wars, she came over not with the intention of quote unquote destroying Lucas's vision. It was more so she wanted to basically recreate Star Wars in her image, and then potentially come back down the road and say, Lucas himself, he kept me back because I'm a woman, kind of furthering that whole, the Force is female, that line she's pulling. And again, that ties into the Lucasfilm Civil War, and supposedly Rosario Dawson is on Kennedy's firing list because she had issues as well. with with other things. So
And how's that working out for her?
what was that?
I said, and how's that working out for Kathleen Kennedy? Her vision of Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, let's just say I own Hasbro stock, and since Kennedy has taken over, well, essentially since Disney, I mean, and granted, like Star Wars is generally being beaten by Transformers almost 2-1 annually when it comes to toy and general market sales. And Star Wars is supposed to be a global brand. That supposedly appeals to.
You go into Target and you're looking like, where's this? Like all the Star Wars toys that they're making with the exclusion of Black Series, they're all like little kid 5-year-old toys. They don't make anything for the bigger collector anymore. They have like the little vintage pack, like the 375 figures, which are cool, and the Black Series, and that's all they got for us. Everything else is like these goofy, and then everything has to be Baby Yoda with Mandalorian. Like, why can't I get like a thermos or something with Mando on it, opposed to everything has to be the child? That's another pet peeve of mine. I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'll go to Walmart. Like, you're exactly what you're saying. The only Star Wars stuff that you see is all the little kid stuff, because the Black Series stuff that they're putting out, that's getting snapped up super quick. Like,
yep.
even the Jar Jar Binks, I saw 3 of them, and then the next day I had to go back and get some. They're all gone. Jar Jar Binks, in a Black Series is selling better than most anything else, anything from the sequel trilogy. Yeah. I mean, they even came out in the whole run of the whole 50th anniversary Lucasfilm line. Not a single trilogy figure is being produced.
Oh yeah, there's no Rose Tico anywhere.
No, Rose Tico. Why so much hate for that woman? It's not her.
I don't hate the woman. I just thought the character was just like, I cared more about the sister that died in the movie.
So did you guys see the rumor? Did you guys see the rumor that Karen Gillan might be tapped for Mara Jade?
Yes, please. Sorry,
is that actually happening? Let me look that up real quick.
I've heard that for months.
Yeah. Well, she's already with Disney with Marvel, so it's not a stretch.
Give me a second. I'm looking up stuff.
Well, she's also Scottish, so she also could pull off that exotic vibe.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't recast Cara Dune. They let her character go off into the sunset, Sheriff Navarro, and then just put this girl that you're talking about, have her be a whole brand new character. Like, why does it have to be Cara Dune? Like, I don't get that.
Mara Jade.
Mara Jade.
Mara Jade. Oh, my fault. Okay. No, okay. Let me see a picture of this. I gotta see this actress.
Yeah, Karen Gilliam. She was
she plays Nebula.
Dance
Nebula.
fight. Yeah, dance. Yeah, dance fight.
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Dance fight.
She's yummy.
Oh my God! Really? Nebula?
Yeah.
Oh man! I've seen that.
And the Jumanji. Yeah, she was in Jumanji too.
Yeah, sorry, I keep going back dance fight when she's that's all you need to say.
Or if you're like me and you met her as Amy Pond, but whatever.
Amy Pond, good times. All right, let me pull up. I think I found a good site we can look at.
So with this casting, is it going to be like a Luke Skywalker show or
they're working on an actual Luke Skywalker show that's going to take place when he's supposedly starting his academy up. And there are rumors that there will be Ben Solo, and they're working on a young casting of him right now.
Well, so are they going to bring Sebastian Stan in for Luke, or what?
Or is it going to be a CGI? Yeah.
God, I hope not.
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, the only rumors is they are working on it. It will be in like a pre-academy to the academy, and Ben Solo is being cast, and they'll deal with that.
I wish that they would just abandon the sequel stuff and go back with the twins, and go back to the book series, the the Jedi trilogy.
I think
Yeah,
they're
Order
trying
Empire.
to with. I think they're trying to with Thrawn right now. They're trying to go back to that.
Well,
I can't
I
wait
mean-
to
Disney-
see Thrawn.
Yeah, Disney shared the hooch by taking Lucas's sequel trilogy plans and basically throwing it out in the garbage. I mean, the fact that Maul was going to be the main villain, Boba Fett was gonna come out and gonna be running the underworld for Darth Maul, and he was gonna train Dark Talon. That's the reason why in Solo you see Maul at the end, because that was supposed to lead directly into the sequel trilogy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Let me see. It was supposed to be Maul, and also Boba Fett was supposed to be part of that whole villain side for the next trilogy.
Yep.
So, but then George was like, "Nah, I'm ending the trilogy here. Kill Boba off." Falls into the damn Sarlacc pit.
Well, that didn't last, thankfully.
Oh, thank God he's back. I'm like, shoot, the fans been pushing this for years to bring back old boy Fett. So
Yeah, and then there's rumor that they're going to bring in Hera Syndulla to replace Cara Dune on Rangers of the New Republic. That's what the rumor is, anyway.
If they're gonna do that, that actually makes sense.
Yeah, it
Because
does.
again, you have her kid, Jason. He's force sensitive, and if they're gonna make a Luke series, you bring in her. Now Luke has another kid to train, and another kid that Grogu can play with.
Hera Syndulla was awesome. I loved her character in Rebels. Actually, I loved the whole cast of Rebels. I really want Hottoys to make a Rebels Ahsoka, not a Clone Wars one.
Rebels Ahsoka. Oh yeah, Rebels.
I'm sure it's coming.
I don't
With
Rebels.
no-
I don't. It's that
with
weird
no,
place. Because if they're gonna do another one, it's gonna be based off Rosario Dawson.
I would say with nothing coming out Star Wars for a while, they're gonna have to go back to the well. And I feel like since we're already doing Rebels, with Anakin, the Obi-Wan at some point, and then I feel like it's gonna be a matter of time. Like who else can we make? They might even make a Sabine. Who knows?
Yeah, they need to make a Sabine and a Asajj and a Savage. These are all people that need to make it for the animated stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that they got to work on this, they got to work on that, as far as like
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane's, But here's the thing, though. Have you guys noticed how many pre-orders are we getting for next year between April and summer of next year? We're getting all these figures dropping between April and summer of next year. Have you seen it? It's the end. I'm telling you, it's the end.
There's also a mass drop coming in this October. Was it like the 501st? All versions of the 501st are supposed to drop. Ahsoka herself is supposed to drop.
No.
Part of the reason I don't think, Ahsoka's October, isn't she?
Yeah, and then the mall too, the Rebels mall.
That's
Yeah,
the Clone Wars
but-
more, but yeah.
But the reason I don't think they're going to do a Rebel-specific Ahsoka is because if you see what they're already including with her, she has the cloak and staff from the end of Rebels with the current Hot Toy that's going to come out.
But she got the wrong outfit. It's annoying. I like the Rebels outfit best. I guess we can make some clothes for her.
Would they make the Padawan to go with the Anakin?
I doubt it.
Yeah, that version of the character wasn't the most beloved. It was more as she grew and got older in the show. So I don't think you'll see young Snips.
Be kind of cool.
If anything, I wouldn't put money on it.
What really bothers me with their Clone Wars line is they don't look like the Clone Wars characters as far as the head sculpts go. They're just reusing head sculpts, which is a bit disappointing.
Yeah, but I mean, again, with these Clone Wars figures, aside from a few commanders, I mean, who else really in some of the arcs that have already been done by Sideshow? Who else is there really, though, that has the need for their own specific head sculpt.
Maul looks entirely different. Because they're using the Solo Maul for the Clone Wars, at least in the pics that they put up.
So yeah, isn't the Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars have sort of like that Rosario Dawson look to her for the live action version they were doing for the Clone Wars figure?
No, that almost looks more like what's her name? Ashley, the voice, Eckstein.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. See, that face is softer than Rosario's because of the age. Rosario's 42, 43. Ashley's only in her early 30s, so that definitely has a little more youngness and softness than Rosario.
I'm sad she
but
doesn't
I
have the
can't.
teeth up there on her headband either. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it just definitely looks younger than and it doesn't. Yeah, it looks more cartoonish Ashley Eckstein than Rosario.
Well, I don't mind the Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars. I do. I think it'd be pretty cool if they update the. Well, I don't know if they're gonna continue updating the tendrils for Ahsoka for her own show. They might do it because they always changing up the bodies to make them a bit more realistic and live actiony. So I don't know. They might do it because they're always changing Chewbacca.
Yeah.
He always has a different look every freaking movie. So,
you know what? If they did another Chewbacca, and this kind of goes back to something we were talking about last week, they gotta do like, how they have the Marvel champion of the Contest of Champions line where they had like Venom Pool and the Punisher War Machine. They got to do like a comic or even like a Shadows of the Empire line where they do the Bounty Hunter Chewie, where he had like the mohawk, where he was pretending to be the actual, I forget his name, Wookiee Bounty Hunter.
I remember that from Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah, now that was badass. He had a cybernetic eye implants. He had like multiple bandoliers. He was armed to the teeth.
Okay, I think I got a picture right here of him. Give me a second. Show that off a bit.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, I think I found him. Let me see. Chewbacca Snuva.
Yeah. Something like that. I mean, do you think that there's any possibility we could also see Wookiees in season 3 of Mando?
Well, give me a second. There we go. If the big battle is supposed to take place in Mandalore, like the turning point of if the Empire is truly going to come back with Thrawn at his front, we might see we might literally see the EndGame version of Star Wars during the Battle of Mandalore, because Mandalore could be the turning point for a lot of people coming in.
Well, wasn't that already Jakku though? Wasn't Jakku already the EndGame?
No. Jakku was like not the EndGame. Well, EndGame for the Empire. Like that's it. The Empire is gone. Like Empire was losing, and the final stand for the Empire was in Jakku. So the final stand for, I say, Mandalore would be, during season 3.
Okay.
That would be
all right. So something's gonna cause all the factions at some point to unify, and then okay.
Let me ask you this. At some point, will we start seeing in Mandalorian any bit of the First Order, starting to take shape?
This is what I'm not sure of, because with Kathleen Kennedy still on the boat with Lucasfilm, still leading the pack, it's the whole First Order thing is inevitable now.
They just keep pushing that narrative, man. And I feel I feel like if they bring it into Mando again, it's kind of like stating to the fans like, "Hey, this isn't going away, so like deal with it. Like you're gonna have to like the First Order troopers, you know." And I feel like having Mando kick some ass on some First Order people might like that. I don't know.
Well, there is the definite potential, and they have already planted the seeds for this. Is that okay? So there's like Mando, he follows the creed, but Jango Fett, he didn't follow the creed. He didn't take the oath of allegiance. He actually created or followed the Super Commando Codex, which is their version of the creed. However, in the Super Commando Codex, it is specifically allowed for a Mandalorian to go serve as a professional soldier. It doesn't make any distinction who or what, but it just says professional soldier. So with that aspect, yeah, you definitely could. Again, different factions have different faiths and beliefs, and one of them says, yeah, you can go serve as a professional soldier. So, the Empire comes searching. You have an old super commando wants to get back in on it. He'll join the First Order because he can, because his code allows it.
Here's another thing I wanted to talk about, because it'll lead more towards, our segue into Bothan spy reports. But your thoughts about what happened with the Snyder Cut leak? Oh man, the Snyder Cut leak ended up in the damn
Tom and Jerry.
what you call it? Ended up in a Tom and Jerry movie.
I'm really not holding my breath for Snyder Cut until after I see it. So I'll let you guys talk about this.
You're not a big fan of Snyder Cut, man?
Zack Snyder is one for me. So I didn't mean to kill
there are so many potentials. Yeah, I mean, this could range from actual intentional sabotage from Warner Brothers to some intern late at night having some fun. It's somewhere in the middle between there.
Because I think it was on for an hour. The Snyder Cut thing was on for a damn hour before they realized it was up. So they cut it off after an hour. Because it's a 4-hour movie. Snyder Cut's a 4-hour movie.
They want to build the hype.
It.
They want some good word of mouth, maybe. A publicity stunt.
I'm going to watch that, but I'm going to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier first. So
I'm gonna watch.
When does Falcon start?
2 days.
16th.
The 16th. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and the funny thing, Avatar 2. The funny thing with the whole Avatar franchise, Avatar 2 was actually supposed to come out 8-9 years ago. The Avatar ride in Disney Hollywood Studios is actually supposed to serve as the sequel to the second movie. So the ride to the sequel came out 5 years before the actual sequel that it was made for came out.
When's that coming out?
Next year. No, I'm sorry. It was supposed to come out this December, and Disney has already pushed it back to 2022.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's ready to go. But the thing is, he has 4 more of them coming out every 2 years after.
Oh, wow.
well, hopefully they're already in the can.
Yeah, he filmed, they've been filming for 2.5 years, 3 years. So, but the second one is supposed to take place
underwater, right?
Yeah, underwater, and it's supposed to be on Pandora, and supposedly there's going to be another moon in the system that they go to that is completely all water, and that they're basically submarine warships and all that other stuff.
What is it supposed to be? Freaking Borderlands?
No, the same company, the RDA that was looking for the unobtainium. They're coming back just like aliens, except they're coming back and they're bringing the heavy.
Borderlands. That's what they're doing. Borderlands. Borderlands did it first. Because that's the story in Borderlands. The company comes back after the Pandora planet, or is it Pandora? I forgot.
Yeah, it is Pandora.
Yeah. They're going back to reclaim what they lost, and they start attacking the heroes again, and you're a bunch of brand new heroes trying to join up with the old heroes. Yeah,
I get you. Okay.
Yeah, it's same sort of segment. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about is okay. So we're down to 4 figures left, 3 figures till we hit 600, and everybody's saying that we might be getting the diecast Mark 1, right? So I'm here like they can fill those 3 spots with at least some Snyder Cut content.
I hope so. I want a black Superman, and
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get it, but I want a Cyborg. But
I don't even know. I don't even think we're gonna get a Cyborg, but if we do, that'd be a surprise. I definitely could see a Nightbird Batman and a Nightbird Joker happening.
Yeah.
And Black Superman. If there's your 3.
There's the 3 right there, right? But then here's Bespin like Hothand. When?
Never.
Yes. I know. Oh, I want that.
Hawkman is not going to get made. He's been inside. He's been officially blackballed. Again, we're going to have to go back to the Jimmy Kimmel. I'm sorry, the Jimmy Fallon show where he broke his own hot toy on live TV. Well, broke it. Someone from the show's hot toy. But yeah, Howard Chan, he has blackballed him because of what he did on live TV to the A New Hope solo.
Yeah. And that means we're never going to get Endor Han either. That sucks.
Yeah, that's the reason I didn't buy Endor Leia, because without Endor Han, that's pointless.
Yeah.
Don't remind me, because I'm sort of like still wondering if I should hop on that Endor Leia.
Oh my God, you still haven't bought that?
No.
Jesus.
I don't know. I don't know if I need to get her. I got Hop Leia. I think I'll be fine just with Hop.
Are you
Leia.
waiting for it to go waitlisted before you decide that you want it?
What's up?
Are you waiting for it to go waitlisted before you decide that you want it?
It's already waitlisted. At this point, I don't know, man. Let me see. Actually, give me a second. I'm trying to find the scene. Where's the scene when Han breaks that damn leg? Give me a second. Okay, there you go. Okay, I think I got the scene. Okay, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it unfold. Okay.
It's
All right, give me a second. It's rough for me after watching it. Okay, so let's see. There you go. You ready? Are you ready for this?
Okay, that one. We're here to talk about this one. Okay. This one. That one was dislocated the ankle forward. Hey, that's worth a lot of money. That's an original. And then they broke this leg. Oh, hey, get it. Hey, come on. You should have won that award. You should have won that award. I didn't know you were.
Jesus.
Let's not talk about that, actually.
Yeah, I think he actually ran his. He tried to land his plane again on the taxiway a couple weeks ago.
Oh my God!
Yeah, like for the 4th or 5th time. This guy is like, I think he's done. Like mentally, he shouldn't be allowed to fly again.
He's what, like 80
guy-
years old or something?
No, I think he's older than that. I think he's like 83, 84.
Yeah, I think we can put the plane away.
Dude, oh my God! I only watched it a few times because I'm like, I just did not want to watch. Oh my
It's
God!
rough,
Look,
do that.
God, look what he did! He kept doing it. Ah, no! Ah, oh, God, hurts.
Did he end up buying the guy a new one or what?
Oh, knowing Harrison Ford, he probably said "screw you" and then just walked away. I mean, if you saw what he did to that guy's Lego, this guy hands him a brand new built Millennium Falcon, and then Harrison Ford is just like, "Oh," and then he just drops it, like smashes it on purpose.
You know,
Well, that might have been a skit. This was not a skit. This was
okay.
like brought this in because they knew Harrison Ford was coming in. They wanted to get it autographed or whatever. And then Harrison thought it was, the shows. He didn't, I think. But no, this is not a skit. The other might have been a skit.
Oh, okay.
Wow. I can see
it's
why. I can see why Hot Toys Howard feels that he should never make another Han Solo ever again with Harrison Ford's likeness.
But it's a business. It's gonna sell. Like, I don't get it. Like, why wouldn't you make it? Just put your pride aside for a minute and help the fans.
I don't
damn.
have a dog in this, so.
You don't have a dog in this. You just don't care.
I mean, I like the OG series and all, but I don't have any of those figures, and I don't plan to. So.
Well, once you get one, you need the other 18.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got
the 12-inch Star Wars figures, the actual Kenner 12-inch ones when those were a thing. But I never ended up getting those. I always hit the small ones.
But okay, so far we might be getting an Anti-Vision, right? That's probably gonna be a Toy Fair exclusive. That's gonna happen.
I see that as. I'll be honest. That the price might shock some people on that. I don't expect that to be Vision price. I expect that to be extremely low run, and I can see that running like 280, 290, especially. Especially because he's gonna need a new head sculpt, and are they gonna? Is he gonna have a special background, like when he's facing off with Vision, almost like the staircase or the library column look for the background?
Well, they need parts.
Okay, are we talking about the show? Are we allowed to ask a question about the end?
Yeah, you can talk about the show. It's fine. Spoiler alert. Okay, we're good. Now go.
Okay. Because so in the end, when he goes, when Vision gives him the Vision memories, he's like, "I am Vision," and he flies away. Did he go kill himself, or because his thing was to take out Vision? So if he said, "I am Vision," is he going to go take himself out, or what's the situation with that?
I personally think he's gonna Anti-Vision is trying to relearn everything again with all the newfound memories he has. So he's gonna pull a Bruce Banner and walk the entire planet with his thumb out, playing the song from the original Hulk show.
So is he?
So go ahead.
Like Kane and Kung Fu.
Is he gonna? I bet you any money they're gonna have. They must have Paul Bettany on retainer, so they're gonna have him show up in some other multiverse stuff. I bet.
He
was blacklisted in Hollywood for a long time. So.
Paul Bettany was?
Yeah, he was. That's why he wasn't doing much after I think A Beautiful Mind. He wasn't doing much of anything, and I think he got the voice acting role for Jarvis, and then I guess Kevin Feige really liked him, and whatever.
Really? Wow.
What did he do?
I don't know. I just know he was blacklisted. That's all I know. I don't know why. I'm not.
Well, he's married to Jennifer Connelly, which
yeah, he was. Yeah.
Beautiful Mind.
He is. Yeah.
No, he still is. But as far as Vision, so like you were saying, and specifically because Jarvis was mentioned when Vision was talking with Darcy when she was trying to explain what happened. Jarvis is the root, or basically the core of who he is. So like you're saying, I think you're gonna see him running in and out of shows. You might see him in Falcon and Winter Soldier. If again, nothing major, but he's just like exploring stuff. But if he's gonna go back, he's gonna have to explore Stark. So that's potentially, Armor Wars. Then he's gonna have to obviously explore Ultron, because the whole base idea for him is from Ultron. And then there's also going to explore aspects of Banner. But ultimately, one thing I read and makes a lot of sense, he might be in Wakanda, because the last memory before termination, before Wanda killing him, he's waking up in the bed in front of Shuri. Shuri could still have an additional download. Whatever she does not only activates the memories, but the emotion tied to those memories.
So we got B. Sean coming back. B. Sean, baby. B. Sean's coming back to Wakanda.
But if you think about it, Shuri actually does have the most accurate, uncorrupted backup of Vision. What Sword has is corrupted. It's reconstituted from a damaged Vision. So.
Turn on case 1.
Trying to find Vision. Trying to find Vision again. Let me see. There he is, right there. Now, when I looked up anti-Vision, there's a lot of different Visions out there with that look. Like there's the white Vision, there's the gold Vision. You know,
this from the West Coast Avengers number 45. Apparently, that's what the comic book.
Yeah, that's
right now.
Yeah, West Coast 9 and 5.
42
That's
through
going
45. Yeah, 42 through 45.
Yeah, that one's going up
give
in
us,
money now.
Will they give us 2 head sculpts? One with like the regular eyes, and then one with like the insta kill eyes.
Insta kill eyes.
Well, the one with the regular eyes should have a yellow.
Because I like the look of when he's actually trying to take out Vision.
Well, they should also give him special hand sculpt so he can try to grab Wanda's head like you have the pushing head.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Nah, they don't want to do. Come on, Hottoys ain't gonna do too much with anti-Vision. They're gonna just do the different color scheme, different change up, and that's it. They're not gonna do anything else with it. They don't want to put any more work into it unless the movie comes out with Doctor Strange 2 where anti-Vision or Vision gets a lot more work done as far as like accessories and bowels are concerned. But I don't see them doing anything more than just a different change of color, theme color. So.
Well, I think. Well, I mean, because I've read some stuff, heard some stuff, and I've been thinking over it. I think Vision has the potential to actually, anti-Vision has the potential to be massive going in the future phases. Because of who he is and the Mind Stone is all that stuff. Kang the Conqueror in the whole time travel and, with Iron Lad and all that stuff in the comics. So I think they're going to tie in one way or another, especially with the quantum mechanics. And again, there's a thing called quantum immortality. And so, the Vision that was made by Wanda, he essentially transferred, memories and essence to the real, Vision 2.0 or whatever, the real material one. And it's one of those things like, how can two things exist in the same place at different times? And then again, going into time travel and phase shifting and multiverse. Yeah.
No, it'll look cool. I'll give it that. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind anti-Vision. I wouldn't mind that look to come into play because I'll definitely pick that up. And I know a lot of people are just looking to pick that up the moment it hits pre-order because that's everyone's waiting. It's the anti-Vision.
I'm gonna have to agree with Will C here though. Translucent pair of hands or a yellow beam on his forehead. That would have been a nice touch for the figure considering how little he comes with.
Oh yeah, that Vision, the Vision that we got right now, that could have been so fired. But I could tell that they didn't want to do. Hottoys didn't want to put the effort into it, only to upgrade the body, and that's it.
Well, they were like, we're gonna give you the translucent hands, and the beam, or we're gonna give you the package. And they chose the package.
The package, baby.
Or you know what? Or it's the situation. Like this is the only. This is like you're gonna get this one, then you're gonna get the anti-Vision, and then 2 years later you're gonna see them merge, and it's basically gonna be a mixed match of both normal colors and the white colors. So then you're gonna get half and half, and then another 2 years later he's gonna convert to the gold one because he does something in Avengers 5.
And then you're gonna have a whole detail of just the Visions.
Whole Visions. That's the thing, though. You got to consider, like, if they're gonna run the gravy train on Visions, like, you might want to just pick and choose which Visions you want. A lot of people are picking the original with the Mjolnir, which it makes sense. He got the Mjolnir. You see, you got look at these two Visions right here. You got the gold Vision. You got the freaking green and gold Vision. So many.
You know, maybe a Toy Fair exclusive. They'll give us the Halloween costumes. You know,
As a 2-pack.
a 2-pack, or that'd be cool. I'll be down.
Yeah, I mean, those seem kind of niche. Like for those who want them, yeah, absolutely. But from a profit perspective, I just think those specifically are too niche, even for a Toy Fair exclusive.
But it'd be so cheap to make because like it's just fabric clothes. It wouldn't be like some extra fancy stuff, you know. It's meant to look cheap.
Oh yeah, I know, but that's the thing, though. It's like, do you want it if it looks like that, though? That's especially when you've got it next to your OG Vision with Mjolnir.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have that Vision, but yeah, I mean, I feel you. I feel what you're saying. I would like.
I mean,
it.
it's all in the perspective of the person. It's like for me, I can't. It's like, why would I want to spend that money on something that intentionally looks that bad when it's going to be placed to everything else? That exactly, yeah.
The die-cast Mjolnir right here.
Yes, you have a meow.
This is the one I picked. This one I picked up from whatchamacallit, Age of Ultron Thor.
I have a cool Ravage. So see your meow with a cool Ravage.
Oh, you. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's test out if Ravage is worthy to pick. Fetch, boy, fetch.
Agent Predicus.
Okay. So we know that's the thing, though. The Visions that are coming out right now are all for the show, so they're not going to add up to the tally for $594. Wait, no. 595, 596, 597. We're at 595. Okay, so 595 was Robin. So 597, 598, and 599.
I say we're gonna get a Joker 3.0 at some point.
You're gonna get the Joker 3.0. Well, actually, the Jokers are the DX. What I've looked up, the DX versions.
Yeah.
The DX versions of figures aren't MMS versions. They're not MMS.
But maybe they would make a DX version of the 3.0. Maybe they'll say, we're just going to give you 2 head sculpts and call it a day.
No, I'm saying that's still going to happen, but it won't add up to the MMS.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just like the Mandalorian.
Power loader.
Yeah, just like there certain Star Wars are movie. They're not MMS. They're VMS for video games, or they're for TV. So there's VMS and TMS in addition to MMS.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I had to look this up again because I was told earlier a while back that the DX don't match. I think it was Wisey that told me. Yeah, he told me the other day that the DX don't count as MMS. So I was going through the numbers. I was like, the last one was 595, and that was Robin. And as far as DX is concerned, I could definitely see a DX 20. Like, that's our next number right now. DX 20. Joker, definitely with the 2 head sculpts. They probably add a bit more stuff to that.
Well, one MMS that I really hope that they make, which I feel like they just won't. I don't know why, but I want a Ripley from Aliens. I think that would be dope.
Well, the Ripley and Power Loader, they had an RSVP back in 2017.
Didn't they make that?
Well, they did a first one, but Ripley looks like ass. Pardon my French, but they announced in 2017 they're going to revisit it, and then it just never happened.
So do you think that they'll probably introduce some classic versions to the last 3? Because we all know, everybody's saying that the 600, MMS 600 is the end-all-be-all die-cast Mark 1, right?
That's what people want, yeah, and it's probably what it's going to be, but I can live in the make-believe of Ripley and Power Loader.
Ripley and Power. They could give us the Hulkbuster. They could give us the Ripley and Power Loader.
I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm kind of surprised that Hot Toys never made a John Connor to go with the Sarah Connor and T2.
They did,
like the
for
young
Salvation.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking with. I'm talking with the young Eddie Furlong.
Didn't So Toys or Daft Toys or something make a young one?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I got that was.
I don't know if there's if Edward Furlong, because he was a kid, if his contract even had licensing rights.
But they could make it now, right? I mean, couldn't they make it now? Couldn't they get his likeness and say, "Let's go"? Because I love.
To be honest with you, the Terminator rights and IP license is so convoluted. I have no idea. I mean, at one point, you didn't even know who owned the rights to the actual first Terminator were, because Cameron had to.
He's right. He's right.
James Cameron had to sell the rights to Terminator to Fox for $1 in 1984 to not only get the financing to make it, but to allow to direct it. And that's why in Genesis, when they're going back to the original movie, it's all new reshot movie. Legally, they couldn't use any original footage because the current license holder, they wanted so much money for it. And, whoever made Genesis was like, no, we're not going to do that. So that's why, like Bill Paxton, if they show that, he was going to, just on royalties, make like $17 million, the way that the contract was set up, because he's one of the punks that's killed.
Yeah.
Hey, to address one of the questions in chat or whatever, Bespin Fatigues here, he says he wants a Hot Toys. Was it Rick Deckard? Isn't the Deckard from Blade Runner?
Oh, Deckard, yeah. Oh,
we're not going to see that because that's Harrison Ford, and we've already gone over the Harrison Ford and Hot Toys. So.
Hot Toys.
I'll take Rocketeer though for sure. That'd be a dope figure.
Yeah,
I love that costume.
I definitely would like a Rocketeer. Definitely. Wasn't there talks of a remake for Rocketeer anyway?
I don't know. I haven't heard that one yet.
I don't think I ever watched the original movie.
How could
Get
you
out of here? Get out of here, Moz. Give me your Predator right now. Give me a Predator right now for saying that. Get out of here.
You can't even tell me what movie it's from. Go away.
I can't believe that you have not seen the Rocketeer. That's crazy.
Yeah, that movie is so classic. It's a good war movie era. Just
gangster movie too.
That came out shortly around the time Dick Tracy came out, right?
Yeah, probably like 92, 93.
Yep.
And I'd gotten that vibe from the trailers for that, so I stayed away from it because I didn't really care for Dick Tracy.
No, it's Dick Tracy is kind of a little over kidified. They literally tried to make a comic book movie with that.
Yeah.
Now I remember my dad just waking me up one morning. Hey, do you want to watch Rocketeer? Or you want to stay home? I'm like,
there's my baby.
Rocketeer?
Power loader.
The arm joints look terrible too in that.
Yeah, well, that would be a body replacement, obviously. You just go.
When was that teased?
2017.
Like, what year? Oh, okay.
4 years ago now.
Yeah, like what happens to like the DeLorean Part 2?
2017. Wow.
I want a Batman Return. How come they just stopped making vehicles?
And they also teased the Predator from the 2018 movie, but I as much as I like Predators, I hate the new designs of Predators. There was an video going on about the jaw lines, and it pretty much, in my point of view, spot on what I don't like about the new Predators.
You talking about the Shane Black one?
Yeah.
That was just made? Yeah, so what ended up happening was the original script, there were two Predators, and they were called the Emissary Predators.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like the same baseline, whereas like the big Hunter Predator, he was the bad guy. And so the Emissary Predators, they linked up with the same, a special forces team. But in some of the leaked set photos, you actually see the Predators not only riding in like Humvees and tanks with U.S. Army soldiers, they're wearing U.S. Army gear and firing U.S. Army weapons.
Yeah, NECA's made some figures from that cut.
Yeah, if those in Hot Toys, like a Predator, rocking an M6, like an M60 E4.
The only good thing about that movie is seeing Olivia Munn. For me, I didn't like the Super Predator at all. I thought he was horrendous.
Yeah, she's one. Yeah, that's good old G4 TV days.
Oh, I fell in love with her in the Newsroom. Have you ever seen that? She played Sloane Sabbath.
Mine was G4. That's when I fell in love with her. Was G4.
Attack of the Show. Yeah. They're bringing that back too.
I don't know how that's gonna work. Where's that popping up? What streaming service?
G4 TV, don't you know?
Wait, G4 TV is still a thing?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be an MTV now. because they don't play music videos anymore.
Not gonna lie, if they did the Predator for this one, I would have picked this one up, just because if they could have included both faceplate helmets. Actually, the helmets they could have included both of them.
Yeah, if you look up NECA Emissary Predators, you'll see what the original approved design for the Predators were before they changed mid-production.
I hate that biomask on that Predator. I hate his armor. Ugh. I did not like the designs in that movie at all. Predator 1, Predator 2, and then they could have stopped with changing any designs. Those two designs are fine.
Yeah, Predators with Adrian Brody, that's pretty good too. Especially like the dog, the way they introduced it, that was really smart.
The dog was okay, but I didn't like the Super Predators. Especially the Berserker. I think he was just butt ugly.
Yeah.
Not interesting.
I'm sorry, but I know there's a lot of people that might not like the original Alien vs. Predator, but I really loved it. I really love the Alien vs. Predator aesthetic. The Predators, man, those were beautiful.
The figures are beautiful, but I think in the movie they looked top heavy. They looked totally wonky. In the movie.
I love that armor. I love that armor, even though they didn't do nothing against the aliens. What was the point of wearing it? What was the point?
I think it's funny how his blades just melt through the acid, and I'm sitting there thinking, aren't they prepared for this fight at all? I mean, I know they're supposed to be unblooded and everything, but what's with weapons getting devoured by this acid? Because obviously they have tech that doesn't, because then both Predator and AVPR, he's able to cut through them all day and not have anything to do with stuff.
So are these the Emissary Predators?
Yeah. There was two of them. That's one of them.
Yeah.
But that's how they're supposed to be in film.
Oh, those jaws are horrible. I hate that design.
I would laugh. I'm sorry. If I saw that in the film, I would laugh my ass off. I don't know. It looks ridiculous. It's like It's like okay, and then we can go get Alien some some Oshkosh for gosh.
Why does he have actual camo? What's the point of this? Why does he have actual camo? I don't get it. Where's your instant camo though? What happened here?
That one doesn't look that bad. Let me get on the screen.
Yeah, you can go invisible. What's he need the camo for?
Extra camo. Just in case the original camo doesn't work.
How do you? Yeah, it's like an opening skit. Him trying to get his boots on. It's like a 5-year-old trying to teach him how to tie his shoes, and he's just getting frustrated.
Something you see on Robot Chicken.
Oh my god.
Hey, Will C says Michael B. Jordan as Superman. You guys heard the news? Yeah,
Tom
yeah.
He's the only living Superman, in my opinion. Tom Welling, the only living Superman.
I'm not too happy with what's going on with DC because I'm like, guys, just fix your universe you have right now before trying to make another freaking universe, And that's why I'm getting tired of DC.
And start over and build slowly until they get onto the same kind of page that Marvel's done.
Well, I think that's what they're trying to do with Michael B. Jordan. I think that's what they're trying to do with Michael B. Jordan.
Are they actually casting him? I haven't been watching the news on him. But are they actually casting him?
They're pushing for it. They're pushing for him to be the next Superman. So, the thing is, I think that's what they're going to do because they got a new Batman now with oh boy, what's his name?
Pattinson.
Pattinson.
Ooh, that movie's in trouble right here, though.
I heard, but then I'm here like they're going to keep. They haven't canceled it yet, so they're going to keep pushing it.
They probably put too much money into it to cancel. What do you do?
Apparently,
it's too big to fail, right? It's too big to fail, right?
Apparently, Zoe got pregnant or something. On top of that, when Pattinson's been a problem, I don't know. I don't actually watch or read articles. I just see the headlines.
Oh, yeah. They're probably too far in production. Like, you know what? We're gonna call this like the black label, like the Joker movie. We're gonna go from
the trailer looks really good.
Make it see if it. He looks
That
ridiculous.
Batman.
I don't.
You don't like that Batman look?
I don't. I think. I don't know. I just when I saw like the pictures of the stuntman on the motorcycle, and it just looks.
Well, the
I'm
set
not a
picture
fan.
ones look bad, but in the trailer it actually comes together pretty well, I think. But this is coming from a guy whose favorite costume was Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Batman.
Yeah, but like, what
That's
about
one of
the
my
actual?
favorites too.
Yeah, that's a good logo. But like, what about? Because if you look at his the bat logo, because everyone's saying, like, a lot of people saying, oh, that's Joe Chill's gun that they used to kill his parents, and he took a grinder and he cut him up. And I'm looking at that and I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's the gun or whatever. I'm thinking that might actually come out and possibly be a batarang or something, or it comes out to be a weapon, an emergency weapon
just
or
give
something.
them a regular bat that you can see, because this is all going to be shot at night, right? You're not going to be able to see the bat. You're just going to be a guy with ears and a cape. So I wish you would be able to see it. Get the classic circle, or even maybe the new 52 style where it's got the outline in yellow or something. But
do we? Is it already
Yeah,
stated that
because it
we have
doesn't
like
like pop. It
multiple,
looks like a bad costume.
multiple Batman suits in Patterson?
It'll probably do what they always do. They'll have him wearing this for like 3/4 of the film. Something's gonna happen. He needs to upgrade, and then they'll give us a final suit at the end of the movie.
Well, the eyes seem to change with this suit. Like, there's different variations of the eyes. Because in the trailer you see him, he doesn't, unless those are just like glasses you can just put on. But when he's going in to investigate the first scene with the riddle, you can see his eyes flat open. And here it's like a poor man's tactical version from Justice League.
Poor man's tactical first.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's
That's
just a
exactly
weird
what it is.
situation.
It's like a bad cosplay.
No, it's just a weird situation with DC. Like, there's talks that there's kind of like a civil war, kind of like the Kathleen Kennedy and Jon Favreau civil war with Lucasfilm, but with Zack Snyder and WB. Like, it's a civil war between those two, and that's pretty much what's happening here. Like, there's two different universes they're trying to do here, and it's just weird. At this point, I'm just gonna wait till what happened with Zack Snyder's cut, Snyder Cut's film, see how well that does, and if we get pushed for another freaking Snyderverse universe, I'm all in. But here's the thing, though: are we going to get the Nightmare Batman and Nightmare Joker? This is the question.
you can keep that Jared Leto all day. I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't need it either.
But I can see, because there's a lot of people talking about already that they're saying. I just saw a post the other day, or today actually. Weta Studios, they're working on a quarter scale Dark Side.
Yes,
I saw that.
I bet you Hottoys, I'm sure, will be making a Thanos style.
Yeah,
as big as that.
I think Hot Toys can be working on that. I think Hot Toys can work on a brand the Snyder hop on the Snyder Cut train.
Yeah, another figure though I could definitely see Hot Toys jumping in on, given the previous success of it, is there's Nightmare Deathstroke, and you see him, or like at least in some of the promo art with his uniform or his armor, it's all like corroded, it's all replaced, but he's still rocking like a gold mohawk, and he's got the one patch over his eye. So I definitely potentially see that also happening as well. If they're gonna go into it, is Black Suit Superman, Nightmare Joker, Nightmare Batman, and potentially the Deathstroke, Nightmare Deathstroke.
I'll be excited for that.
Who's Nate doing?
We'll just see. We'll just see what happens. Like I said, I am cautiously optimistic about it. I am thinking that we might be seeing some Snyder Cut figures because we're still at three left till 600. So I don't think we're gonna pop up any Star Wars. Because the only Star Wars that will be popping up for at least the three would be Bespin Luke. That'd be pretty cool. Han is not going to happen. Everybody's been saying it. Don Prime keeps reminding us that it's not going to happen because of freaking Harrison Ford breaking the hot toy in live national television. So I would like a Chewie 2-pack. I would like a Chewie 2-pack with the C-3PO pack back.
Where's
here's
the Padme at? Did they tease that one too a long time ago?
Yeah, she was RSVP 2017 as well. They had her at the SGCC.
Yeah.
I think it was 2017.
The General Kenobi for the
General Kenobi, he's a series, so that's not going to be MMS. That's going to be a TV series.
TMS.
No, but I'm saying the Rebels or the Clone Wars one that they were supposed to do.
I think they're not going to release him till maybe Comic-Con again. They're probably going to release the pre-order, kind of like what they did with Anakin. Oh. They released the pre-order on Comic-Con week. They're probably going to do the same thing for Kenobi. And they probably were waiting to get a bit more, I guess, because there was a lot of issues with the original Kenobi head sculpt, where the prototype was perfect, but then I heard stories that they had to cut down on the likeness because of how good it was. So that's probably what they're going through with this Kenobi, trying to make sure that the likeness is on par to what they want.
I want a Clone Wars likeness of Kenobi. I don't want a McGinnis or a Ewan McGregor. I want a Clone Wars likeness.
That's not gonna happen. I
want that Disney Hercules Zeus style beard he had, you know.
Well, there's a guy on Facebook. I think he's from Russia. He's doing custom 3D animated style of the clone troopers, of Anakin, of Obi-Wan. And he's doing the animated style face. But you gotta contact him, and they're coming from Russia.
I can't afford that custom stuff, man. I priced out the Dark Knight Returns Batman that Romantic Studios is doing the customs of. They want $600 for that thing. I can't do that.
Well, speaking of
$600 on a figure, it's going to be a Pred Alien.
Yeah. But speaking of number 600, yeah, everyone keeps thinking, again, it's going to be the Mark 1.
Diecast.
Black Widow still does. Black Widow's coming out in less than 2 months. She still hasn't been officially released yet, the white suit Black Widow. So that might be the next figure they officially announce.
Have an MMS number already? Then they already assigned her an MMS number?
I don't think so. They've only done a preview of it. They haven't officially put it up yet. They've only done the general preview.
And they're probably waiting. They're waiting till Disney figures out when they're going to release that movie.
Well, right now for the U.S., it is scheduled for May 7th. Yeah. So you're coming right into the promotional period because they're going to start going hot and heavy.
There's not a pre-order for her at all yet?
Nope.
No.
The movie's delayed.
That's crazy.
So
they had the Taskmaster and everything else too.
Yeah, and I actually do think they will make Taskmaster on this one because of all he's going to come with a lot of accessories. They're going to be knockoff copies of the Avenger weapons. But yeah, I think he's going to come with, his version of Cap Shield. I think he'll come with his version of Hawkeye's bow and arrow. If you look, he has his own version of Black Panther's claws, where he does the same, movement with his.
Him off or whatever last year the virtual con. So.
Yeah, but for a lot of villains, Sideshow shows off, and previews for Hottoys doesn't get made. I mean, where's Crossbones? Where's
I need you to stop with that damn power loader crap. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
It is.
Where's Yellow Jacket?
Oh, don't bring up Yellow. Don't bring up Yellow Jacket. Don't bring up Yellow Jacket.
Where's the DeLorean number 2?
Hey, don't even bring up the DeLorean 2.0, okay? I still believe. Can you imagine the people that said no to the original DeLorean? And they were waiting for the 2.0, and there
Yeah,
it never
supposed to be-
happened.
Was it 2.0 from 3, or was it which one was the 2.0?
It's the
2.0.
the hover
The
conversion.
hover.
Okay,
Yeah, and it's got the Mr. Fusion.
gotcha. Yeah, they should.
I just don't like the look of that Taskmaster at all. Like, I just don't.
Yeah, the thing is, they had to tone down.
They should have
on
made
the-
it more comic book.
But here's the thing, though: the more the comic book version, as far as like the skull's concerned, it's a lot wider. But that's the thing in China. That doesn't fly over there. So they had to make it less demonic, or less dead.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, because what that is in real life. In real life, to that helmet, that's a ballistic mandible cover. That's an actual attachment you put on like a helmet. So that's not like a bike helmet. That's like a combat helmet with an additional part you attach. And you can get those molded to front look like skulls or whatever. But that's like a bulletproof part of the helmet covering his face.
Now, Will, they are doing a CW Kenobi. Is that they're waiting till they release it? They're going to release it. If they're going to do an Anakin, General Anakin Skywalker, they're going to do a General Kenobi, Clone Wars Kenobi. It's like
buy the
Joker
Anakin
and
if it
Joker
didn't
and
look
Batman.
like Hayden Christensen.
The original Anakin or the Clone Wars Anakin?
The Clone Wars one, it's still got his head sculpt for the most part.
Oh, you don't like it because it doesn't look like Anakin?
It doesn't
Let's
look
give him a
Clone Wars
haircut.
Anakin.
Now, speaking of Anakin, considering Hayden is confirmed for Obi-Wan, and it is confirmed there will be flashbacks. So do you think we'll see flashbacks both of him as Anakin and Obi-Wan and as Vader? And does that potentially lead for another reissue of Anakin if he shows up as Anakin prior to Order 66?
Now, my thoughts on that is that that might happen, but also there's talks of a rematch between Vader and Kenobi. There's probably gonna be some Force meditation where it alludes to the fact that there's an illusion happening where Kenobi is confronting Vader in the illusion, and that's how we're gonna get a rematch versus not having them actually meet. Because the thing is, you'll be breaking lore.
And supposedly one potential theory that I've read is that the match, and like you're saying, it takes place in the netherworlds it's basically they're alluding to it could actually take place in the Veil of the Force, but they're not physically there, but it's like some kind of alchemy, like what Palpatine tried to do with Ezra.
Yeah, in Rebels.
Yep. So then that way it will actually tie in, to when in A New Hope when they say, we meet again. They didn't physically meet, but they still did fight metaphysically. So it doesn't break canon.
Yeah, because
That's how I see what might happen. Because it doesn't make sense why they would introduce Kenobi and Vader again before they actually meet up in the Death Star, because you're just breaking lore there. You're just breaking. I'll be pissed off with that, but there is possibilities of reissues. But I don't see a reissue of the Dark Side Anakin. I don't see that.
Now,
that's never happened. That's never.
Here's another thing though. In Return of the Jedi, Luke's asking Vader to turn, and then he goes, Obi-Wan once thought as you did. So that potentially also alludes that prior to the fight or during the fight, Obi-Wan tried to turn him back to the light, specifically during this event.
Well, he tries to turn him back to light the whole time.
Yeah, but again, Vader specifically references Obi-Wan attempting to turn him as Vader back to the light, and we have never seen that before. There's no place in the movies or in canon that we see that. So that potentially could also happen during this fight, which would then connect both of these movies canonically without breaking anything.
He was referred to as Lord Vader in the third movie. So he was already Vader. He didn't have the costume, but he was Vader, according to Palpatine.
Correct, but
there's loopholes though. There is loopholes.
It's a loophole, definitely. But
there is loopholes like that. Yeah. I could see Kathleen Kennedy taking advantage of the loopholes.
Can you not say her name for like 5 minutes, please? I appreciate it.
I'm sorry. She's here to stay. I'm sorry that she's not God. She's never gonna be God. Okay.
We need to fire Kathleen Kennedy hashtag.
Hey, I got an off the wall question about Star Wars that maybe somebody can answer in here. So I've never understood with Count Dooku why he was Darth Tyrannus, but then he was also Count Dooku.
His family was actually royalty, and so the Count was a name that he was given as a child, or that was one of his birth names. You know how like with the royal family when they're born, it's Prince this or that. Like the Count is he's an actual Count. You know, in something to do with like.
So he preferred that over Darth Tyrannus.
No, Count Dooku was his real like civilian name, like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was his actual everyday name. Like Count was his actual like royal title, and then Darth Tyrannus was the Sith name.
That's the Sith Lord.
And I'm surprised that Sidious, as narcissistic as he is, would allow him to be called by his name opposed to his Sith name.
Because of his family's ties with the banking clan. That's
well, that they were trying to hide the Sith in general during the whole Clone Wars. So,
but he needed to go by Count Dooku because that also helped get the money, which Palpatine used on both sides, and then through Dooku, then when he took control of the banking clan himself, that was all because of Dooku and his associations.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Darth Tyrannus was.
I figured one of you guys would know.
Well, Don would know. I speculate.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, like, Clone Wars, there's actually a lot of, like, real political intrigue and, like, money manipulation. It's just one thing, you don't realize it as a kid. But then when you see what Filoni's actually putting in there as an adult, you're like, he's actually pretty smart. He's putting, like, real-world stuff into a kid's show and it makes sense.
Yeah, they did a lot. The Clone Wars did a lot of stuff. As far as, like, to the point where you thought that the Jedis were the good ones. And the show starts making you think that, damn, that this show is spitting. Because at the end of the day, out of both sides, the Sith and the Jedis were the good ones. But then the show starts pointing you in ways that you can tell that the Jedis were what's more looking for. They were being manipulated by the Siths this whole time, and that's why we had this whole idea as to why the Force decided to have Anakin Skywalker be the chosen one. So Anakin Skywalker was at a point where he could have been able to sway the Jedis back to the right path again, if the Jedis allowed him after Anakin showed that he was worthy to help them back into the same path, the righteous path, pretty much. But there was also another path where Anakin does become Darth Vader, and then that was his way of balancing the Force. There was both ways. The Force pretty much allowed him to choose what he wanted to do, because the thing is, the Force was warning him, hey, if you chose the dark side, you are going to lose your family, you're going to lose everything you have, but you're still going to become the one to balance the Force at the end of the day. So,
yeah, I feel like the sequel trilogy kind of put a damper on Anakin being the chosen one with Sidious coming back. But
no, not the sequel trilogy. That was flawless.
Absolutely flawless. Yeah, the sequel trilogy really tarnishes the whole chosen one, because Anakin was the chosen one, so he's the one that brought balance to the Force. The sequel trilogy ruined that and making it to where Rey was the chosen one. I'm like, why are we doing another chosen one again?
If you grew up when I did, I don't know if anybody's as old as I am here, but if you grew up when I did, the prequels kind of ruined everything too. But
at least the prequels were planned.
I grew up on the OG, man, and then they give us Jar Jar Binks. I mean, come on. And really,
Jar Jar was supposed to be a much bigger character going through the second and third film. I seriously think Lucas had the potential that he might not have been a Sith Lord. He might have been, but one of those Sith assistants, like you see him in Return of the Jedi, the guys with the tall hat.
Conspiracy that he was like the dark side equivalent of Yoda in his kookiness. Yeah, I saw that. But at the time, it didn't make it better.
Well,
because at the time we weren't speculating. We had no internet to speculate on. We had to walk up the hill both ways in the snow.
No, there was internet. During the time, I was heavy on the damn hyperspace.
Okay, but the only people on the internet was like complete nerds that had no life.
There was the Star Wars hyperspace forums in StarWars.com. I was big on that. I was a kid, but I was talking to all these geeks and nerds talking about Star Wars. Oh my God, what happened in Revenge of the Sith? Not like this. Not like this.
So basically, it's the real life version of the original Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, moviepoopshoot.net.
Yeah. That was exactly what it was back then. So you couldn't have any intellectual conversation. It was just a whole bunch of people yelling and screaming at each other.
That's the thing though. I will always say this. I would always say this about the prequels. The prequels have their flaws, right? And more so, maybe even more than the sequel trilogy. But the prequels never stopped me from buying Star Wars figures or media or whatever. Sequel trilogy did after Last Jedi. Last Jedi made me stop buying Star Wars completely. And then Mandalorian came in to fix that.
I remember when I watched The Phantom Menace. I think it was The Phantom Menace, and like one of the first things in the 3-paragraph there was either Dooku or Grievous's name. I think it was Dooku's name. And at that point, I was already sitting there going, "Are you kidding me?" Because I mean, that name, it's just the association Dookie, Grievous. I mean, it seemed like such childlike names. And I understand these are kid-friendly movies, but I was older. I wasn't like a kid anymore. I was in my 20s.
You also got to remember Warner Brothers canceled Keaton for Batman 3 because he wouldn't sell enough Happy Meal toys.
Well,
so I mean that's part of the reason when they make these names, it's for product placement. It's so the kid sees the name and buys this because the original story for Return of the Jedi was completely changed due to the fact that Lucas had individual merchandising rights to every piece of Star Wars, and that's why he introduced the Ewoks so he could sell more shit to kids.
Yeah, that is true. Originally, it was supposed to be with the Wookiees. It was supposed to be in Kashyyyk, the final battle.
Lucas didn't get a lot of money from the toys back then because owned almost all the toy money, all the royalties go to Kenner through the contract they had.
Retained all merchandising rights. Absolutely. Lucas.
I watched the toys at Mace. They said that they got screwed because they had to get toys out real fast with Kenner. With the first movie,
exactly.
They didn't get the right back until Phantom Menace.
No, he still owns the master merchandising rights because Star Wars is his. So he's the controlling party that determines all the assets and contracts. He owns and distributes. Like there may be subsidiaries and things like that, but he sees all the money for all the licensing.
But Kenner had the exclusive rights for the longest time.
Yeah, but Lucas gave him the rights. So that means whatever for every dollar that Kenner made, he's making 50 cents. Because he's the one that
did a good deal because they were complaining about that, and then they got to renegotiate it later on. But it was like much later.
Yeah,
on.
just like because Hasbro right now is the master official partner brand with Star Wars, and so I'm a Hasbro stockholder, so there's a special association with that as well.
Yeah, with Hasbro,
But
that's a whole
Lucas
different
gets paid
contract.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, through the partner deal.
By the time,
that's also
no companies would touch the Star Wars brand because they got burned by another sci-fi property, I think Battlestar Galactica or something. And none of the other toy companies want to touch
that's
that.
for the Rocket Boba Fett.
Yeah, the way that the current deal with Hasbro and Star Wars is there's like dual brand protection. Like if something like for Transformers, if Hasbro wants to launch an IP raid in China, well, Disney's gonna back them up because they're partner brands. They might not all have the same franchise and the same brands, but they're the same money essentially. So they did sign a legal protection contract between the two.
Nate, what are you doing over there? What are you scrolling for? What are you doing for?
I was scrolling for a different picture, and I was listening to your debate. But but also I was looking at the time. It's like 2 hours. Okay. Let's cut it off now. I just realized it's freaking 2 hours.
Yep. Alrighty.
Where's the after party at, man? Where's the after party?
Where's the after? Wait, you want an after party? How long is the after party going? Because
all night, man. All night, man.
You want to do an all night stream? We're going to talk about all night stream. I think Rocky got to go. Rocky passed his hour.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, I had a blast, so it was a fun time.
No, it was good talking. I really hope that Hot Toys throw some bangers out for at least the movie masterpiece line, because the last three, the last three before 600, and everyone's talking about, like I said, the Mark 1. So I'm guessing it's going to be either Snyder Cut or maybe a ESB figure coming out.
At least number 500.
What was 500? Let me see.
Boba was 500. That you said?
It was the Mark 7 diecast.
Diecast the Mark 7 okay, so it makes sense that that 600 will be Mark 6, not Mark 1.
I wish it'd be a Mark 6. I'd buy Mark 6.
Mark 6 again? Nah. A reissue of the Mark 6 for 600? That'd be wild.
Dude, the Mark 6 is an awesome. I was sad I couldn't find that for a reasonable price. I ended up with the Mark 7 instead.
Nah, we might get the Mark 6, but I don't think it'll be 600. But that's another debate for another time. Okay, let's cut this off, guys. I appreciate y'all coming up. Thank everyone that stayed this long, just talking about.
Dude, we had some troopers.
You're gonna talk about Star Wars and stuff. What happened?
So we had some troopers. They're awesome. 20 people.
Yeah, we had 20 people for the longest, so that was freaking fun. But I appreciate all you staying, but it's time to go. Peace out, guys. Later, y'all.
Good night. Thanks, guys, for watching. I appreciate it. And thanks for
good night.
Bye.